Hey guys, it's Jim here, and today we're going to be comparing my Gibson ES-339 with my new Orville by Gibson Les Paul Custom that has Gibson USA pickups. Now on paper you might be thinking that these two might not be competitors to each other or even really that similar at all. However, in practice, they got a lot in common, but they do have a few key differences which we're going to be talking about in this video. But first thing, I want to show you the acoustic difference between the two of them unplugged. First, we're going to be doing the Les Paul. And now the 339. Now obviously, due to being a semi-hollow body guitar, the advantage goes to the ES-339 in the acoustic department. But we don't buy these guitars to play them unplugged. Let's hear what they sound like plugged in, and then we'll talk about the differences afterwards. Alright, now that we've heard what they sound like, I want to talk about what makes these two different and what kind of players each might appeal to. If you're playing a longer set and you don't really care for a heavier guitar and you like Fenders, obviously this is a great alternative. This can get right there with that kind of dirt. It lacks a little bit of the bottom end once you really start chunking into it that this guy has and all Les Pauls have by comparison. However, If you're going to be a lead guitar player, which I am not, but I can see this being a problem, this is your only issue with the 339. Once you get up here to these frets, the horn is not in as comfortable as a location as it is on the 335 or the Les Paul. So trying to hit the 21st and 22nd fret, it's a nightmare compared to those other two instruments. And while yes, there's definitely a tone difference between the two of them, both of them have their unique tone. I could tell that's a Les Paul straight away. This, it's really its own thing. But I feel like you could get close enough to the ballpark of a Les Paul with the right amp and the right cabinet with a 339 that for somebody who's gigging and playing hard rock, if you can get past the looks of it, if they bother you, for me, I think it looks fantastic. You're looking at a guitar that's just going to be easy and light and comfortable, and it's going to have the same tuning stability or instability as its brother counterpart here. And I know I didn't use any really high gain amp simulations on the Quad Cortex when I was making this video because I feel like it kind of takes away from the natural sound and the feel of the instrument. However, if you were considering getting one of these and you wanted to play much more aggressive music, you should know it is going to feed back. That is the one major drawback in that kind of genre compared to a Les Paul. You're not going to have that issue because it's a solid body, but because this is a semi-hollow body guitar, it can rock, it can get raunchy, but once you start introducing serious amounts of gain, you can expect it to feedback. Now this may not mean anything to you, but this Gibson ES-339 is made in the Memphis factory compared to the Les Pauls, which are primarily made in the Maine factory. And well, with my experience with Gibson, I've had ups and downs from the Maine factory. I've yet to play a bad guitar out of the Memphis one, so maybe the quality control is a little bit better, or maybe I've just been lucky in that aspect. So that's going to wrap up this brief little comparison. Let me know in the comments which one you preferred if you own either of these. And keep in mind, this is, again, 2.5 pounds lighter than this guy. So, I mean, if you're playing gigs, it's definitely something worth considering. Other than that, leave a like if you like this content on this channel. Subscribe also so you can see my daily uploads. And other than that, I will see you tomorrow for another guitar-related video. Take it easy, you guys.